All right, guys. God bless you guys. Welcome to This Is It 4321. Before the fire, guys, there's a lot going on. There's very weird things going on out in California. There's very weird things going on maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago. We've been documenting a lot of stuff over the past couple days. A whole lot of things are not adding up, but we're getting to the bottom of it. We've got some information that's, well, when I show it to you, you can make your own determinations. I was trying to show it to you yesterday, and as my equipment just started crashing, I'd made a very lengthy recording, and then after saving it in my timeline, a huge part of it was just turned to static. It was very strange. We had an email yesterday from what apparently is Richard. I believe it. It sure seems like it's Richard. I don't know Richard well enough to make that determination, though. But Corey and Zach and myself all reading the email. Zach read the email to me, actually, and I sat there and listened, and it sounds like it fits with the narrative of what's going on. I've read some police reports now from California. There's some stuff that people weren't letting me know that I've come to find out that's very strange, very suspect. Very suspect. Makes a lot of people look very suspect. And so anyway, we're tracking down a whole bunch of different avenues right now. And so I just want to be in touch with everybody. I've reached out to the police department in California 3 times yesterday. Today I'm documenting everything. I reached out today, say, hey, I've got an email from Richard. He's contacted me. Isn't this a missing persons report? Shouldn't someone be contacting me? Yesterday morning, I documented everything. I sent back the 2 checks that were sent to me. I had them made into cashier's checks and sent them back to the police department out there in California to give to Richard's wife, because that's where I believe they should go. I don't want any money from any of this. There's something very strange going on. It's interesting because I've come to find out some information that's like, what? Yeah. Anyway, a lot of times when people are motivated by money, which I'm not, because I walked away, and maybe I'll just pull up my, maybe I'll pull out just a Vlad Eyewear thing real quick, just to show you guys. I mean, just in case anyone would like to see this, just to make sure you might want to see this. I still own the trademarks for Vampire Sunglasses, Vlad Eyewear. I'd like to show you guys just some money. It's just some numbers, just so you can see some numbers. You can read those numbers. $10,903,460, $16,899,478. So this is the kind of money that I was dealing with that was coming to Jonathan Kleck from my trademarks. This is a federal lawsuit. If anyone would like to go look up the federal lawsuit so you know this is real, then go look up the federal lawsuit and go read it all yourself. There you go. There's a civil action number right there. Go read it yourself. Just go read the whole lawsuit. So I'm the guy that owns the intellectual property that made over $100 million. $100 million in 1 year for Bausch & Lomb. That's how much money it made. I'm the owner of that intellectual property. This lawsuit proves it, that I own it, because I won in my fight against Bausch & Lomb and the other guys. Now, I was married into the DuPont family with this kind of cheddar that I could access. All I had to do was sell this off and go do my thing. But you know what? I got saved. And when I got saved, I didn't give a rat's ass about money. As a matter of fact, I tried to give it all away. I did give it all away. I was just like, just take it. There's a parable in the Bible that when you find the treasure, you're so excited, you sell everything you have and you buy the field. It's got the treasure in it. That's what I did. I didn't care. I remember my wife freaking out because she was like, oh my God, Jonathan, you know how to make millions of dollars and you don't even care. I was like, I know. Don't worry, God will take care of everything. And he did. He took care of everything. But I wasn't motivated by money anymore. A lot of people are motivated by money in the world, and all you have to do to see those people and just watch what they do for money. Yeah. A lot of people do weird shit for money. They do. A lot of crimes are committed. Because people want money. A lot of people do that stuff. Anyway, so we're zeroing in on a lot of weird stuff going on right now. Apparently there's a lot of money at stake going on out in California. I did not know that until yesterday. I tried to contact the police department 3 times yesterday, once today, telling them I have what looks to be a credible email from a missing person. Why is no one calling me back? Isn't that weird? Why would no one call me back? I don't get it. Anyway, maybe they're super busy out there in Cali. I don't know. There's comments on videos that don't make any sense. There's timing that doesn't make any sense. It almost looks like there's people that are colluding. Yeah, it's very strange. Very, very strange. For the record, I don't want any money from anybody for anything. Irene Corona, super nice lady before the Grand Junction get together. Irene Corona, very, very nice woman, very, very kind. She wanted to give me $100,000. And she said, this money's for you. It's for you and to help people. And she was very excited. She found the treasure. I think she found the treasure in the field. And I was like, Irene, I appreciate it. It's very nice of you to offer that to me, but I can't take it. It's not that if someone finds the treasure in the field and they're so excited, and their excitement, they gave everything they had to buy that treasure. People are willing to give away everything they have and follow Jesus. Jesus said to the rich man, give all your possessions to the poor and follow me. That's what Jesus said. I did that. A lot of people say they're Christians and they have these fake testimonies and they're just frauds. That they can't show evidence that they're a Christian. The Bible says those that believe on my name, they will lay hands on the sick and they will recover. I've done that. Hang on. Dave the Wave, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Can you call Corey's phone? He'll let you in.
Okay.
So anyway, I've laid hands on the sick and they recover. I've cast out demons. I have the gift of knowledge. Supernatural is, all you got to do is go look at the Jonathan Kleck channels. Just go look at all the folders. Go look at all the supernatural data. But then the people that call me a Satanist, that's so weird. These are people that I gave lots of money to. These are people that I went and fixed up their property. These are people that I was willing to drive to their homes, lay hands on them. So one of these people. And it's weird because they're the ones like clanging the pots and pans real loud. Jonathan's evil, John. That's weird. Is evil giving you a lot of money? Is evil laying hands on you and watching you recover from stage 4 cancer? Is that evil? Is evil going to Houston because y'all started something and I was willing to go there and fix up y'all's property so handicapped people could live there? But then when you got caught speaking horrifically bad things about me and I confronted you, that person lied to me that I laid hands on? That's crazy. I laid hands on them. They were about to die. She got well very quickly. There's a record of it. It's all recorded. Everything's recorded. So anyway, so then after she spoke so much evil about me, and then she did 2 videos saying, oh, no, I'm sorry. And then she tried to scrub those videos from the internet. Okay. I have the videos. They're on Kleck Uncensored. Her and her husband, Jim. Yeah. Then they kicked everybody they invited out to their place that Jonathan and company helped fix up. Jonathan Kleck and the followers of the ministry went out there and paid to help get their property fixed up that was a dump. I showed you guys the thing from the realtor. They wanted to give us $50,000 because they were scared we were going to sue the crap out of them, and we could have. But anyway, I just said, no, you know what? I'm not interested in a pound of flesh. You guys just go do your thing. But they were so hateful. They were kicking handicapped people out on the street. These are facts. All the handicapped people are willing to step up and say, this is what happened. There's orders showing them being evicted with like hardly any notice. And the people that support this ministry, we all found places for them to live. We don't all live together in some place like they were at in Houston that Jim and Karen started. That was those guys. Anyway, I find it all very interesting how evil calls good bad. So the Bible says in the end, they'll call good evil and evil good. Boy, if that's not what's happening, it's mind-blowing. But anyway, what I'm doing right now is documenting everything. I've got documented phone calls from this person, Jeff, that I didn't know from the other day. Several. I told him on the phone, I'm documenting everything, recording it all. He said, okay. I said, I'm going to give it to the sheriff's department, or I'm going to give it to the deputy out in California. He said, okay. So it's all documented. It's all legal. It's all legal in the state of Texas anyway. But he's already said that. So I've got that. I found out I got an email from Richard letting me know that somehow there's some energy company that he formed, apparently, that this guy Jeff's in control of, and apparently it's supposed to be at my behest. I'm just finding this out as of yesterday. Like, apparently Richard Montbleu has some energy company that's worth a lot of money, and Jeff Pesca is supposed to be the handler for Richard or something, but I'm the guy that gets to decide what happens with money. I don't want the money. I'm not taking any money. I don't care. I think it should all go to his wife and kids is where that money should go. That's where the money should go. To his wife and kids. And if something happens and Richard needs help, his wife and kids should be there to help him no matter what. No matter what they think of him, no matter what they think his condition is, they should be willing to help him no matter what. Period. So, we've gone and gotten big whiteboards. We're doing timelines. Like we're going to dissect this thing. We're into it, all of us. And I'm going to call on the YouTube community, the entire YouTube community that watches my videos, to help us find out what's going on with all these other people. I want to know. There's a lot going on. People are not being forthcoming. People are just flat out making allegations that Jonathan Kleck was part of one of this scheme. What scheme were you part of, Karen Sullivan? Say it on a video. What scheme were you part of? Tell everybody what it was. What did Jonathan Kleck do to you? I want to know. I have too many witnesses and I have too much information that's been backed up. We backed up Gene Revel's every freaking video and all the comments. We backed up Jim's channel, Karen's channel, Kathy's channel, and all the comments. They're all backed up. We've sent them out to different sources. We're going to find out the information we need. And I'm going to give it to all the law enforcement I need to give it to. So that's it. Now, we're hoping to hear from Richard here real soon. I don't know that this is a positive ID on Richard on the emails, but we believe so. It seems very, very credible. And we're just waiting to see where it goes, where all this goes. There's a lot going on. We've found a lot of stuff that's not adding up. A lot. Okay, I'll leave you guys with that. Go look this up if you like. You can go find it. You can go read all about it. You want to know what I walked away from here? Let me show you. Just show you real quick. My marketing made Guinness's Book of World Records 1999. It also made the Millennium Edition of Guinness's Book of World Records. So this is the marketing that Jonathan Kleck did, Vampire Sunglasses, before I got saved. Now, this is a redacted document because my attorney said it has to be redacted because if it's not redacted, there are some parts of it where Bausch & Lomb was culpable for some stuff that they didn't want anyone to know about, and because it would shed a bad light on some things that were done for them. And they said it has to be redacted because if it's not, then I can end up in trouble because if people read what they did, which was really crappy stuff, then anyway, people might have a bad impression of them, which I find really weird because it's like, well, you did it, didn't you? Mm-hmm. But we got to cross it out. Anyway, so then as you read this document, let me just give you an idea of the kind of money I was willing to walk away from. I want you guys to see this. Let's get to the courses of action. Because what's going on right now looks like it's money motivated. And when people are money motivated, they do really weird stuff. Let me show you what I walked away from. Okay. You see that first claim for relief right there? It'll take a minute. First claim for relief is $25 million. Okay, so there's $25 million on the first claim for relief. Second claim for relief, there's constructive fraud involved. I believe this whole thing is worth about $300 million plus. Go look it up. Okay, if I was willing to walk away from this, and I was married into the DuPont family to a very beautiful girl who I loved very much, but I got converted. I was willing to buy the field. I was willing to let go of everything of this world in order that I could gain what was in that field. And I've walked it out since I got saved. And God's been faithful. God is always faithful. So anyway, I see some very strange things going on in this weird thing that came up within the last couple of days. And now me and the team are bird dogging it like bird dogs. And we are going to bird dog it. All right. Now, everybody keep Richard in prayer. I want everyone to pray for Richard that he is okay. I notice some people act like they're concerned about Richard, but they don't seem that concerned. Kind of like a fake concern. We'll see where this all goes. I feel like I'm trying harder to find Richard than anyone else I've seen out there. Seems that way. Okay, now, Richard, if you're watching this video, listen, love you in Christ. Jesus doesn't discard you. If you are converted, if you are actually converted, I can see going through some chastisement because I went through some chastisement. The Lord chastised me. But I don't know where you're at. I need to talk to you. So hopefully we're going to be able to talk. I'd like a picture from you. I need a verifiable ID so I can show people what's going on. Okay, so we'll just make sure we have all that completely verified, even though I know you've checked in and I know I got a second email, which is great. And we'll see where this all goes. And then if someone's using his email account, we should be able to find that out in the wash as well. So if someone's using Richard's email account and they're doing it illegally and they're posing as Richard, man, I hope you get caught and you get caught hard. I mean that. That would be wicked. Anyway, so let's see where it all goes. All right, now everybody pray for Richard, peace and grace. Again, I'm going to say this again. Anyone that's believes they're supposed to be a steward of anything that's Richard's, that should go to his wife and kids right away. Because I'm not taking it. Okay? All right.